Claire and I are out this time. We're headed to Louisville, Kentucky, here on the Ohio River. See the land across there, that's Indiana, I think Jeffersonville, Indiana, but we're going to stay over here in Louisville on the Kentucky side and check out some Halloween stuff. Claire's first trip to Louisville. Several new things here for me that we're going to check out and just see what we can get into. First thing we're going to go check out here in just a minute when we leave the waterfront here is the witch's tree. Charlie and I came and visited a few years ago and wanted to bring Claire back, especially since we were here right before Halloween and doing a bunch of Halloween kind of stuff. But here's the witch's tree. It used to be, and the last time Charlie and I were here it still was, it used to be a lot more decorated. People would leave, I don't know if you consider them offerings or not, but beads and just different stuff. Now there's graffiti on it and just not really a lot of cool stuff. There's a few little things laying around, but not like it was a few years ago. I think it's about 3 or 4 years ago when Charlie and I were here. But still a cool looking tree. The story behind it, and I don't know how true any of it is there used to be a coven of witches that would meet here, and the city planning was going to cut the tree down to do some other stuff, and they did cut the tree down, and then lightning struck the stump that was left behind, and this tree grew from that tree stump, and it's called the witch's tree these days. See Claire kind of dancing around down there on the street below. We'll make another stop before we head to the main thing we came for. Inside this church, something I've not seen before. It's the shrine of two saints, Saint Magnus and Saint Bomosa. Magnus was a man. Bomosa was a woman, a younger woman. They're both the skeletons of both are in here. They were sent over from Rome. Not 100% sure of their real history, but it's pretty well believed that they were both killed in the as martyrs in the Colosseum. Maybe she was sent in first, one of the story goes, and Magnus was a centurion who kind of converted on the spot when he saw her being killed and went in to avenge her, and then he died there in the battle too. But both of them are here in this Catholic church, which is really cool to see. Each kind of have their own shrine up at the front of the church, which we're going to go check out. Here's Magnus. We'll get a look at Bomosa. She's over on the other side in just a moment. But they're sent here in 1901, given permission to be sent here by the Pope at the time, Pope Leo the 13th. I think they were sent. A lot of bones were sent to the U.S. from Italy to save them. Italians that kind of weren't really in love with the Catholics at the time, and were just kind of making a mess out of stuff, and so a lot of stuff like this was sent over here just to kind of save it, and these bones ended up here in this church in Louisville. So here's the main thing that Claire and I came to Louisville for. This is the Louisville Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular. We go walk through here in just a few minutes. So wait till it gets all the way dark before you can go in. But it's over 5,000 jack-o'-lanterns kind of on this walking trail through the woods. About not quite half a mile maybe of a walk through the woods, but it is just freaking awesome. Claire loved it too. But just jack-o'-lanterns everywhere, different themes going on. You know, the standard faces in the pumpkins, but also just movies and people and history and different holidays. So this was just awesome to walk through and see. And it's just really awesome. The jack-o'-lanterns everywhere, up in the trees, down below, just spread out everywhere. And these are all set up by, I guess it's got to be a huge team of volunteers that come through about once a week or so, once it's set up, to carve new ones and replace the ones that rot and need to be trashed. But they're just, it's hard to describe in words just how many and how cool. One of the most Halloween things. It's got to be the most Halloween thing that I've ever done. Kind of makes me think of the Canova pumpkin house in West Virginia. Charlie and I went and saw, but this is just spread out over just a much bigger area. Not to take anything away from the pumpkin house. That's awesome too. that's about it. We're almost to the end of the trail here. The Iron Sheik, I thought that one was real cool. Once we make it to the end of the trail, Claire and I are going to head on out of here, and we'll see what else we can get into.